Hello, I am Marcus and welcome to this new episode of EV Journey. Just before we get on to the Zoe, there are some new photos and videos about the ID.3, which I will tell you about at the end of this episode. So yes, I do believe in Portugal the Zoe is overpriced for what it is. So let's talk about the Zoe. Well, I think the Zoe would be a perfect car for me. It's not too big, will happily fit my family of 3. It's got a good range of 385 kilometers, and at least for this 50 kilowatt hour version it starts at 34,000 euros. So that's below my 40,000 euro budget. Everything seems good about the car, so why do I think it's overpriced, and what don't I like about it? Although it could be the perfect EV for me. Well, to start with, the version I want is at least 36,000 euros. And if you want CCS, which for me CCS is essential because I will be driving it on motorways. I think it would be great for motorways, great for going to work and coming back. It's got a good range. But CCS, you have to pay over 900 euros for CCS. It should come with CCS's 3. Now this is what I've been discussing on Twitter with some people, and some of these people have come back and said no, the Zoe is the cheapest car available when you compare it to kilometers to price. It's the cheapest car, buck for your money. So let's see how this works out then. So if I just take, for all the cars I'm considering, the WLTP range, so obviously some cars are better in the winter, some are better worse in the winter, some are better in the summer, some are better this or that. But as somebody who's never driven an EV, it's the best measure we have to say the range of the EVs and to compare them. So what we're going to do is simply get the price of the car. So with each model I'm going to choose the cheapest version. So obviously we're going to compare e-ups, we're going to compare with a Tesla. All of the cars are completely different, but we're not looking at specs, we're not looking at any of that. We're just looking at what is the cheapest car per kilometer, comparing it to the price. So basically we get the price, we divide it by the number of kilometers WLTP calculated, and that gives us price per kilometer. So I'm going to start with the cheapest car first, and let's see if the Zoe, according to this, is the cheapest car, because I believe it's overpriced. Let's see if it really is overpriced based on this simple calculation. So here, let's start. So the cheapest, the winner, is the Volkswagen e-up. So that's 22,763 euros. That has a WLTP of 260, and that comes in at 87.55 euros per kilometer. Now, to my surprise, and the people on Twitter have been correct, the next car, the next cheapest, is the Zoe 50. So that is 33,990 euros, a WLTP of 385 euros, and that comes in at 88.28 euros. So 88 euros per kilometer, compared to 87 euros for the e-ups. The e-up was just €1 cheaper, more or less. Now, the third car on my list is the Peugeot E208. I was expecting it to be the Corsa E, but it's the E208. So the cheapest E208 is 30,350 euros, and that has a WLTP range of 340 kilometers. So that is 89.26 euros per kilometer. So that's €1 extra than the Zoe 50. Now the next on the list is the Corsa E, 29,990 euros with a WLTP of 330, and that comes in at 90 euros.87. So 90 euros is €1 again higher than the E208. So all quite similar. So what's the fifth car on the list? That is the ID.3 first. So that's the first. So the first is worse value for money than the Zoe 50. unbelievable. So the ID.3 first is coming in at 39,000 euros, just under. So I said 39,000, no official pricing, except we know it's going to be under 39,000. A WLTP of 420 euros, and that's coming in at 92 euros.85 per kilometre. So that's compared to the Zoe 50 at 88. The ID.3 first per kilometre is 92.85. Now, what's the next car on my list? Now that's the e-Soul. Now the e-Soul comes in at 43,000 euros, and that has a WLTP of 452 kilometres. So that comes in at 95.13 euros per kilometre. So everything at the moment is under 100 euros per kilometre. It's not bad. So the next car, the Zoe 40. Now this is expensive. This really is expensive. The Zoe 40 at 31,990 euros with a WLTP range of 300 kilometers comes in at a massive 106 euros .63 per kilometer. But the Zoe 40 is not the worst. Oh no, there's something even worse than the Zoe 40, and that is the Model 3 Short Range Plus. So the Model 3 Short Range Plus at 48,900 kilometers with a WLTP range of 409 kilometers comes in at a massive 119.55 euros. Now obviously the Zoe seems to be the winner here, but I don't think so. I still think the ID.3 has it in it to beat it. So according to Spanish news, well, I think the ID.3 will be priced the same in Spain and Portugal. According to the Spanish news, is that the ID.3 45 kilowatt hour will be priced at under 30,000 euros. So if we take the ID.3 45 kilowatt hours at 30,000 euros with a WLTP range of 330 kilometers, that comes in at 90 euros.90 cents. So that is still above the Zoe 50 at 88.28 cents. The E-Up being the winner, of course, at 87.55 cents. But as we're specifically talking about the overpriced Zoe and not the E-Up at the moment, we concentrate on the Zoe. So that is still cheaper, the Zoe, than the 45 kilowatt hour ID.3. But Volkswagen has something up its sleeve here. The 58 kilowatt hour ID.3, not the first. The first one is the one I'm getting at 39,000 euros. No, the 58 kilowatt one, according to Spanish pricing, is 36,000 euros. So at 36,000 euros with a range of 420 kilometers, that makes the ID.3 85.71 euros per kilometer, which means it beats the E-Up at 87, 85 versus 87, which means it beats the Zoe 50 at 88. So there again, I give it to you again. I believe the Zoe is overpriced for many reasons. Perhaps some of the others are slightly overpriced, but the ID.3 will even beat it when you do the price per kilometer of paying for the car. So, as I said before in a previous video, the ID.3 will just smash the competition. And even on this new, quite silly calculation, it beats even the E-Up, and it definitely beats the Zoe 50. You know, I'm not got nothing against the Zoe, I just think it's overpriced, and I still believe it's overpriced. But for me, the Zoe could be such a better car if they could lower the price below 30,000 euros. Especially for the 40 kilowatt, but even below 30,000 euros for the 50 kilowatt, and give a bit more extras to it. You know, CCS should be standard. People shouldn't have to pay extra for CCS. 900 and something euros for CCS. It's a rip-off. Now, onto the part we've been waiting for. So, some bloke on the channel, Next Move, has jumped inside the ID.3 factory and has managed to get to their parking lot, and he has taken lots of videos of parked ID.3s. So I've given you the link down below here where you can check out the Next Move video. It's in German. I don't understand much German, about apart from how to ask for a beer. Ich möchte ein Weissbier bitte. Apart from how to order a beer, go and check out his video, it's great. You see lots of ID.3s parked up. You don't have to understand the German, I didn't. If you do understand the German, perhaps you can leave a few comments down below if there's anything interesting he said. I'm sure he did. Yeah, it's just great to see so many ID.3s in a parking lot. So I've said some good things, bad things about the Zoe. I know there's people with different opinions about the Zoe, and it is a great car, you know, it's good. I just think the ID.3 is better, cheaper. So please leave good and bad comments below, and thank you for the people who have been commenting. And if you haven't done so before, please click subscribe below.